Hey guys, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am here to do a quick video on the things that I have made since the last time we spoke. Welcome in, everybody. If you are new here, thank you for taking a chance on me. If you like what you see, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. I try to upload every week. Lately, it's been probably every other week. But yeah, life is just life, and right? I think that we are, at least in my life, I feel like I'm totally back to the pre-pandemic level of busyness. And so, not been doing a lot of crocheting, but I also have picked back up with my reading. Not that I ever stopped loving stories. I just would audio all the time so I could crochet at the same time. And speaking of reading, you guys know that my husband and I started a, hold on. So yeah, we started a booktube channel. It is over on Steve's channel. And so I'll go ahead and link that in the description box below so you guys can go over there and check out what we're reading and what bookstore we've gone to or that kind of thing. So please check that out, especially if you are a reader. But anyway, yesterday was one of those days where I actually did not have anything on the agenda. And so I just, excuse me, and this is a long weekend. So my challenge for myself is to see how much uh, I can get done crochet wise and how much I can. I'm trying to finish one last book for the month of May, and so it's just going to be a weekend of reading and crochet. So actually, I think I'm on track to finish three more books for this month, but two of them are audio books, and one is a physical book that I'm reading. But we'll talk about that over on Steve's channel. So anyway, I'm crocheting as much as I possibly can. And yesterday, I devoted the entire day, and I woke up super, super early, and I think I'm starting to feel the effects of that lack of sleep now because I can take a nap right now. But anyway, I first wanted to show you the two crocodile alligators that I made because I said I was going to show them to you because the one I recently made definitely felt bigger than the other one. And it is bigger, guys. It's definitely bigger. Hold on one second. So anyway, let's try to get through it. So this was the one I just made. And I'll put the pattern down below because right now I can't remember the designer's name, and I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish this. But again, I love that I got these. All right, so that's this one. Both of these are blanket yarn. I believe I used the same size hook. This is just regular Bernat blanket. This was the one Bernat blanket ombre, or not ombre. What's that? I can't think of the name. Dappled. Uh, the one that came in a cake. So hold on, sorry. And I believe I used the exact same hook. Now, this Bernat blanket, I believe, is the old formulation that was a little bit rougher on you. And the dappled is most definitely softer and easier to work with in the new formulation. And you can see they are very different. So I just wanted to show you that. Um, Probably my tension's tighter because I don't know, did I use, I'm pretty sure I used the same size hook on both, but this is definitely smaller. But anyway, they both have the coolest eyes ever. So I wanted to show you that. Okay, so that was before. Now let's talk about everything I was able to complete on Saturday. First thing, I had started this little bear. It's called the Little Bear pattern, and it is from Toy Story Patterns AU. Those patterns are so easy, and they still don't sell, y'all. I think I know I paid less than $2 for this little bear pattern, and I used the Juicy Couture Luxe Velour yarn. The white is the sparkle. The other one is just regular. You get it's 100% polyester, I believe. Oh, the sparkle is 98% polyester and 2% metallic. You get 107 yards in this one. It's considered a number 5 bulky. This one, is the colorway Pearl. It's just like a white creamy one. So anything white on all of these things are that colorway. And that is the little bear. And you crochet in arms and legs, and then the head and body are one piece. So the only sewing is the ears, the muzzle, of course, with the embroidery, and the tail. So it came out so cute. I really like using the Luxe Velour yarn. I feel like I like the size of the plushie, and I like the plushiness of the plushie. So then I moved on from there, and I said, what else could I make with the leftover yarn? So this one took up more than one, maybe 1.5 balls of this yarn. And so I still had a whole half a ball left. I was like, what can I make next? So then I found I've made this one before. It's a free jellyfish pattern on Instagram. And again, I don't have any of these pattern names. So I will definitely link it down below. But I made that one very cute, very quick, very easy. Still had some of the purple left. So, and I had a lot of the white left. And I decided that I would go ahead and make a sea turtle. So this is the Rose and Lily sea turtle pattern. And I just whipped that up. All of this was done yesterday. I think the bear I did start it on Friday, but all the rest of this was started and finished on Saturday. And even for the bear, I think I had made all the parts on Friday. And then I started with the head and body and all of that and the muzzle. I made the ears, the legs, and arms on Friday. And then I had to make the muzzle, and then everything else was done yesterday. I got up super early. That's why I got all this done. And then finally, I still had some white left, and I still had some of the purpley colorway left. And so I decided to make a butterfly fish with what I had left. Or as you can see, I ran out of the purple, so I completely used up all the purple and opened up a ball of the blue Luxe Velour from Juicy Couture. So I made that and got the little fins on the front. Jury's still out on that pattern. I'm not really that happy with it. So still, I had some white left. This is a newer ball, and I ended up having to use just a little bit because now I have started working on, and I'll try to put up a picture. I'll cut in a picture or split the screen and show you a picture of the puppy that I'm making. So you guys remember I think it was the Fall Yarny YouTube Hop last year, I made Sweet Potato the puppy. And the puppy's name was Sweet Potato. And I'm using that exact same pattern, which is another pattern from Toy Story Patterns AU. And I'm making the puppy because I made the puppy out of it's a big twist polyester yarn, but it's not a blanket or a plushie yarn at all. And I think I ended up giving that puppy away at work. I did like a little raffle. So I went ahead and got started. And the first two things you make are the ears. So with all of these Toy Story Pattern AU, a lot of times you make all of the appendages first because you're going to crochet them in. And then I made the the back paws, which are the longer ones. And then I made the front paws, which are the shorter ones. So I ended up using up the very last bit of the white, the pearl colored Luxe Velour, and had to finish I'm getting mixed up. To finish the smaller, maybe a smaller one out of front paws, I don't know. To finish the smaller, I got like the white part is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. And I got 3 of the rounds done and ran out, so I had to break into this ball. Just a very little bit has been used. It's almost a full ball. So that is everything that I have gotten done. Some of these blue and white for the puppy, I did a lot of that. I did like maybe the ears yesterday, and then one set of paws, and then I did the second set of paws this morning. My goal, because it's a long weekend, it means we're off tomorrow. My goal is to go ahead and finish this puppy throughout tomorrow, and that'll probably be the last thing I finish for this long weekend. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all for this part of the clip. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at that, and I think that's it. We will talk to you again in the next clip. Bye. Hey guys, it's Memorial Day. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day off, and I got another item finished. So this is gonna make 5 things that I've been able to do since basically Friday. They're relatively small projects, but anyway, for somebody who hasn't been doing a ton of crocheting, this is a lot of progress. One of the goals that I had for the month of May was to do 7 plushies, and I think this is going to be plushie number 8, and it's only May 27th, so let's see if I get anything else done. I do have to work on a that fruit stripe colorful bear that I made. Is supposed to be a graduation gift, so I have to make a little graduation cap for that. And so I gotta run out to Michael's, because I'm just gonna make 2 squares, and then I'm going to crochet them together and then sort of make the hat part from that. And in order to do that, I want to put some foam board in between the 2 squares to make it a little bit more stiff. At least that's my idea right now. We'll see how this goes. But anyway, I did finish the little puppy. It is from Toy Story Patterns AU, and I'll link it down below. But I did show you the parts that I had made, and now we have a finished puppy, all done. Now I wish I still had sweet potato, because sweet potato was huge. But this is using the Juicy Couture Luxe Velour yarn in the white. Oh, you know what? It's not quite finished, because I need to embroider the claws on the paws. So let me do that part and then show it to you again. But you can see he's got green eyes. I used the safety nose, and he's all done. But I am going to put the claws on the paws, and then I'll show you in another clip the fully finished item. Okay, bye. All right, guys. Here it is, all done with the claws. I'll put the eyebrows on. Is all done. So that's plushie number 8 for the month of May, and number 5 for the weekend. Yeah, I went to Michael's. Y'all be so proud of me. I just got I sort of just got what I went for, but the reason why you are going to be super proud of me is because I did not buy any yarn whatsoever. Because there's stuff happening in the Thompson family that sort of has me like, I don't need to buy anything else. So I'll share some news when I have news, but I'm just trying not to buy extra things. In fact, I will likely be giving away, donating some yarns. So I didn't want to buy anything. I did look at the yarn. But I didn't see anything I wanted. So I just needed that foam board, which I got. And then I always check for these. Kayla from Mama Kayla told us about these yarn needles. Hold on. Okay, guys, what I was saying before I cut the video, Jordan was getting in the car, is that Mama Llama Kayla, or Llama Mama Kayla, is the one who gave the tip about checking the Creatology section of Michael's to find these blunt plastic needles. And they used to be like $2.99, and you'd get this many, you'd get 18 in there. I feel like they were just a tad bit bigger too, but maybe not. Maybe this was the size. However, they are now $5.99. Like, oh, I'm sorry, $4.99. It's still a decent deal if you divided that by 18. It's still not bad. However, everything regularly priced was 40% off. So I still ended up getting these for something like $2.99. But these are, I highly recommend these plastic needles. For me, it works best with that plushy yarn. The yarns doesn't, the metal ones can sometimes, if you pull and it's tight, it can like go all the way down to that internal white thread and start breaking up, especially on some of those yarns that already do that, the ones where you have a hard time making a magic circle. I recommend these. They work best for me, but way better than the metal needles. But I use both, but these, you just have to figure out how to work with them. They all will work. But anyway, these are what I was talking about. And I wanted to just jump in because I know I cut the video off. Okay, bye. Hey, friends. All right, I think this is going to wrap up this video. I did, today is Tuesday, May 28th. And we still have 3 more days. I think it's 31 days in May, y'all. Is it 31 days in May? I think it is, but you know, I'm going to check. You don't have to guess. Yes, so we have tomorrow and Thursday still. So, but I got a feeling these are going to be the last projects that I finish for the month. So let me tell you the name of the pattern before I show you. You know, it's possible that I might make another one because these work up really fast and I enjoy them, and I actually want to make at least one more color. But this is, oh yeah. Let me find it, y'all. All right, I think it's by AQ Crochet. Yeah. So this is the Sitting Puppies 2-in-1 pattern from AQ Crochet. See if I can show it to you. Okay, you see that? See the little puppies? Now, so the 2 ways is that, you know, this one is just one solid color with long ears. This one has a belly patch and a white face, and it has the shorter ears. I made all of mine the solid color. One of them is variegated yarn, but it's just one color. I did not make a belly patch, and I made all of mine with the long ears. So this is the one I made first. It's this Bernat blanket. I think it's the colorway Baby Sand Bernat Baby Blanket, and oh my gosh, look how cute. So cute. So of course the head and body head and body are separate. So you make the body with the bobbly feet, and then you make the head, you sew it on, and then you make the ears, sew them on, and then you give it a little tail, sew that on. But they work up super, super quick. And I just went and got some of what I felt like would make great dog colors. On this one, I used 14-inch safety eyes and a safety nose, which I used on all of them. And they came out so cute. Look at how cute these puppies are. Second one I made was Bernat blanket yarn as well. This one I didn't get the ears right. Everything else same eyes, same nose, but I used this variegated yarn for this one. It's still cute, but I didn't quite get the ears on right. So you see how, like, I didn't get them on right, and They're not cooperating with me at all. But you know, it is what it is. I'm toying with the idea of trying to take them off and remaking them just to get the ears better. I probably will end up doing that. But for now, it's a finished object. But you can see on the back, I just didn't place them right. So you would think that the last one I made, because I was up so late, we ended up enjoying our day, and at the end of the day, we just Steve decided to do laundry, so he put everything in and brought it out, and I folded it. So we were waiting on that last load, and I went ahead and made another one in black. This one has 16-inch safety eyes. Very cute. Those are, you know, some eyes. I think I got those eyes off of AliExpress. And I really enjoyed those. I don't know if you see that? Okay, there they are. And then I used a brown safety nose so you could actually see the nose. And this one I think is the cutest one, because for this guy, I think his ears came out perfect. And I went ahead and tacked the ears down a little bit on this one. So whereas on this one, the ears are flopping freely, I tacked them down. I'm considering tacking these down too, but I just think they're all so cute. So those are my 3, and I think that brings me to 11 plushies for the month. I want to make a gray puppy, so I'm probably going to go and find some gray blanket yarn or plushie yarn. And I also still have a lot of that blue Juicy Couture and that white Juicy Couture that I would like to actually finish the ball, because y'all know that's what I sometimes try to do, because I don't want to have a lot of those scraps. So I just like to make as much as I can with what I'm working with. So I still have enough to make something. It might end up just being the jellyfish just to make it. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, and just finishing up that little piece. And then the white I will save, because I use the white for muzzles and that kind of thing. So I don't mind not using that up. So that's why I'm not going to just make a turtle, because I don't want to use that yarn up. So I don't want to use up that white. I think that's the only one I have left, because I think when I ordered the Juicy Couture, I ordered 2 of each color that I got. So I don't think I have a lot of that white left. But anyway, so yeah, I think in June I'm gonna just try to bust through some of these scraps that I have, so I can just get rid of it. And I know I'm gonna make another Scrappy Bear. I still didn't make the graduation cap. I think I'm running out of time though, because the little girl's gonna graduate on June the 10th. So I really need to get this delivered this week. I wanted to deliver it last week, but I just did not make the graduation cap yet. So I got to get to that. I'm gonna watch some tutorials today. Anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to share with you guys for this video. Please, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Please comment down below on what you've worked on over these last couple of weeks. So I'm so glad I decided to make this puppy. I bought the pattern. It's a paid-for pattern on Etsy. I had bought that so long ago, and I didn't want to keep just making the same thing over and over again. But lately, I've just kind of been getting obsessed a little bit. I don't have nothing on Rose from Rose Likes Crochet, but I think like the closest I got to Rose was when I was making those bunnies, and I just couldn't stop making those bunnies and making those bunnies. But that worked out for me, because I ended up selling all of those bunnies. So that was pretty cool for somebody who didn't do a craft show. I did, you know, make quite a bit of money on my bunnies. So better than my craft shows from last year. Almost better than both of them combined, almost. So that was really good. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna, I might get 2 more things made before the month is over, but we shall see. I think that's everything. I wanted to read a little bit from the book that I'm currently reading, just to give you a taste. So hold on 1 second. So I went ahead and started this book just because it is still Asian American Pacific Islander. It's one more thing in there. I can never remember it, but Asian American Pacific Islander Month. That is what we celebrate in May. That's what we recognize. That's what we honor. And so And this book, when I picked it up, I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not think that it was Asian. I didn't think. I read the author's name, Mia P. Manansala, and I just didn't recognize that last name. I thought it was kind of Spanish. That still should have gave me a clue, but because it probably is derived from Spanish, it probably is more of a Spanish name. But the Philippines were conquered by Spain, and so they have a lot of Latin sounding last names. Like Jordan's babysitter for the first part of his life, her name was Mama Lopez, and by the time we got there, she had remarried. Her husband had passed away many moons ago, and she had remarried, so she was Mama Bell to us. But Mama Lopez, and Mama Lopez is a beautiful, wonderful Filipino lady who just took care of so many of our kids at church, and was a huge blessing in our lives. We always reminisce about the time that we were there. We were there from the time he was 4 months till right before he started kindergarten. And so nothing but fond memories. I always say Jordan is he is a part Filipino just because of her influence on him. And our gratitude will never go away for her caring for our son when we had to go to work. Guys, if you've done that, you know how hard that is. It's really hard as a new mom, as new parents, to have to leave your little one, and add to that not having family in the area. But Mama Bell and the entire Lopez Bell Nakamoto family, they were family to us and to my son. And so it was wonderful. Anyway, this author is Filipina, and I didn't know that she was until I was on Goodreads, and it came up. Goodreads has a list of books to read for this Asian American Pacific Islander month, and this book was on the cover page. I was like, what? Yeah, so she's Filipina. So anyway, it is Arsenic and Adobo, a Tita Rosie's Kitchen Mystery. So apparently this girl writes series, and I just picked this up when we went to the woman-owned, black-owned bookstore. Was it last week that we went? Me and Steve. I think you guys, if you watch the booktube video on Steve's channel, you've already seen it. And I picked this book up, and I went ahead and got started on it. And the bookstore was called Reparations Club. Anyway, let me read y'all the first part of chapter 1 because it cracked me up. Tell me if it cracked you up. What does it remind you of? Because I immediately was hooked in. Okay, it says, my name is Lila Macapagal, and my life has become a rom-com cliche. Not many romantic comedies feature an Asian American lead or dead bodies. More on that later. But all the hallmarks are there. Girl from an improbably named small town in the Midwest moves to the big city to make a name for herself and find love. Check. Girl achieves these things only for the world to come crashing down when she walks in on her fiancé getting down and dirty with their next door neighbors. Yes, plural. Double check. Girl then moves back home in disgrace and finds work reinvigorating her aunt's failing business. Well, now we are up to the hat trick of cliches. And to put a cherry on top, in the trope of all tropes, I even connected with my high school sweetheart after moving back to town and discovering the true meaning of Christmas. Okay, that part was a joke, but I really did run into my high school sweetheart, Derek Winter, my first love. Anyway, I just thought that was so funny, and if you are a fan of the classic or the traditional holiday Christmas movies that we see on Walmart, that we see on Hallmark, you would totally click into every one of the things she just wrote. So anyway, That's a book. I so far I don't know if I'm gonna recommend it to y'all yet, but I just think just from that, sometimes if you read a book and they get you on the first page, it's like this is a good one. But we'll see if this is gonna be a good one, and we'll talk about it over on Steve's channel when we get done. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you read and tell me what you're working on. Recommend some patterns, free or otherwise. I'll take it. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye, guys.